Yeah. Y'all know what time it is.
Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Ken. And before I get started, I would like to ask y'all to subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow, and we just need your support. And today I want to talk about referees who disgrace me. On the behalf of a game that I watched the Atlanta BullDogs versus the Twin City Outlaws. Now, these were two good teams. You know what I'm saying? It was going to be a good game regardless. But guess what? Two officials who basically ruined the game. They were blatantly cheating these babies. 8U. That was the age bracket. 8U. 8U Atlanta BullDogs was considered number one in the country, maybe 3 weeks or so like that. And then the Twin City Outlaws were a very good team as well, right? So I called it the Battle of Georgia. So I was looking, and I see how the officiating, how they were basically dictating the games, because before I watched the 8U, the same officiators, they were basically reffing. They were basically reffing the 6U, and they were cheating the 6U. I seen them call 2 touchdowns back for calls that was not even real calls against the Atlanta BullDogs. So obviously, I don't know if these was league ref. I don't know if these ref was paid. I don't know what the situation was. I just know that they looked out for the best interest of the Twin City Outlaws. And I have no horse in this race, so can't nobody sit there and say that I'm biased to a fault. I'm not biased, because at the end of the day, they babies. You don't cheat babies at all. You don't cheat no kids. As a referee, that's a disgrace. The big guy, and I'm going to show you, the big guy was basically asking the coach, allowing the coaches on the Twin City Outlaws to basically make them call calls. And when the Atlanta BullDogs first came off their first drive, they were moving the ball. When they got into the territory of the goal line, guess what happened? They called a holding. So now it's like first and 20. So now they got to work to get 4 plays to get the first down. And the way that they were doing it, where they were chipping, the Atlanta BullDogs were chipping away 3 yards a carry. So when you take that away and you call a bogus holding call, that affects the game. So now you got a team who basically chuckled their whole way, drove their whole way, all the way to about the 11-yard line. Then they called a bogus holding call. I filmed the whole game. And then they couldn't get the first down, so the Twin City Outlaws get the ball. They score a touchdown on what? A hold. The guy couldn't even get away because the player was holding him. Did the officiating see that? Nope. Somehow he blindly missed that one, right? And then he basically said it. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that one. Because your eyes is solely on Atlanta BullDogs, of what they do wrong. You sitting up there, you cheating kids. Y'all too, and I'm gonna show y'all need to be something. Y'all don't need to be reffing at all, because they had no shame in cheating these babies. I mean, the one skinny guy was the only one that had some neutrality in it, because he called he called a pass interference, and guess what the other two said? Oh yeah, that was offensive pass interference. So they began to move the ball backwards, and then the other guy, skinny guy, said no, that's a pass interference, on the defense. Each time the guy didn't even really see the play, and every time it was a call, they was ready to move it and the penalty in the direction of the Atlanta BullDogs. They called personal fouls. He called a kicking, 10-second kicking play, and I'm going to show y'all that as well.
Go ahead, over here. Kick it.
10 seconds on this baby, cheating these babies. And as a referee, man, if you don't have integrity, morality, if you don't have it in you to basically be fair, you should not be reffing at all. You know what I'm saying? You should not be reffing. You sitting out here, you cheating these babies. And I gotta put you on blast. I have to. Because, man, that's an unwritten rule. You sitting up there cheating these kids, and they both good. So basically, not only did you rob me out of a good game, you robbed the kids out of the possibility of actually winning that game, and then you had the commissioner there because you guys can't seem to have a referee that's neutral. Because it's always this whole situation where somebody feel like they getting cheated. And when I'm not going to even show you. If you want to see the whole game, go to National Sports Chat YouTube, right? Which you should already be on because that's what I'm putting this on, right? Make sure, again, you subscribe. And watch the game, AU versus Twin City. Every time that they made a play or they threw a flag, I want to say maybe out of 15 calls, 12 of them went Twin Cities way in favor of them. You know, even the last play, it was a touchdown. They called it, they said no, it wasn't a touchdown. Even though that play wouldn't have won them the game because y'all already took them out of the game. Y'all took the energy out of these kids. Y'all deflated these kids. From the Atlanta BullDogs. Y'all deflated these kids. And I always say, you cannot beat a good team in bad officiating when the officials is gearing more towards the other team. And I find it very ironic that every game that these three refs, the team, the Atlanta BullDogs lost. And I find it very ironic every time that the Atlanta BullDogs get some type of momentum, y'all call plays against them. You called 10-second delays. You call offensive pass interference. Like, bro, you just don't need to be reffing at all. So I'm about to put y'all on blast. I've already shown it, but it has to be seen. It has to be seen. You know what I'm saying? It has to be seen because I'm not, on my watch, I would not allow any babies to get cheated. And if this happened to the Twin City Outlaws, I would be having the same outcry. So don't sit there and say that I'm biased or anything like that. You referees, y'all need to make sure that y'all keeping the integrity of the game. You shouldn't be cheating no game, but especially no babies. You shouldn't be cheating no babies. 8U, these kids are 8 years old. And you sitting up there smiling and giggling and all this other stuff, knowing that you calling incorrect calls, knowing that you just looking for calls to make against these babies. You know what I'm saying? And if Twin City had anything to do with that, they need to be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Need to be ashamed because ain't no game is worth winning when the integrity wasn't in it. None. You need to know if your kids are better than the other team, show that your kids are better than the other team. Do not use refereeing advantages to gain that victory because it's not worth it. Because you're cheating your kids. Yes, you probably had won, but guess what? Morally, you lost. And that's for anybody. That's for all teams in the United States. Do not cheat babies. Do not cheat these kids. It's not worth it at all. But that's all I got for now, you know, because anytime that I see this happening, I will address it accordingly. But again, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to seeing these two battle again. Hopefully, the neutrality as far as like refereeing is will be displayed in the next game. But this wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got for now. It's your boy. I'm out.